Well, my daddy took me down to a goblin mine. He said, chin up, boys, gonna be a good time. Keep your lantern lit and your sword by the hilt and do your best to be home by 9. I took a good long look down that sorry pit, and I took a deep breath and I swallowed my spit. I looked back at my pa, then back to the maw, and knew he'd kill me if I quit. So I stumbled down in with my chin held high, wind licked my skin with a sorry sigh. Dad was just silhouette and every shadow a threat, and I figured it was my time to die. But my eyes adjusted and my brain got quicker. I started catching details of the lantern flicker, but I couldn't get cocky in the dark cave. Rockies and a rustle be a goblin snicker. And sure enough, I saw the light that weren't mine, heard scratchy voices having a merry old time, and I put out my lamp, gripped the blade like a clamp, and I hid behind a barrel of wine. And the goblin sang, whiz bang in a do-si-do, find you a lady and hold her so. There ain't no party like a wine-south party at the bottom of a goblin hole. Now my pa always said that a goblin riot could turn real violent, so don't you buy it. You can't trust green cause they never ain't mean, so if you've got an arrow, let fly it. But as the party went on, I had my doubts. I was looking at the smiles of the drunken louts. Looked back a glance, then I joined the dance, and together we all cried out, whiz bang in a do-si-do, find you a lady and hold her so. There ain't no party like a wine-south party at the bottom of a goblin hole. Well, that's what I figure happened anyhow, but my brother's been dead for 30 years now. So listen good, my son, they may seem fun, but the only good goblin is a damn dead goblin. They took your uncle's innards and they made him into outers, made a half a dozen pies with the juices of his eyes, took all his rib bones and made xylophones, and they sang the whole damn time. Whiz bang in a do-si-do, find you a lady and hold her so. There ain't no party like a wine-south party, there ain't no party like a greenskin party, there ain't no party, so don't try to party at the bottom of a goblin hole. Into town about 1:45. After everything we seen couldn't come too soon, so we headed to the mayor, see if we could get paid, but we really weren't counting on the plans he made. Now we hardly been gone more than a few days, but the mayor made a friend while we had been away. The biggest damn ape we had ever seen, with a battle axe to match and his eyes all agleam. The ape took a step forward and he pointed at our man, said, I've been looking for you all across the land, but here you are, and though you say you're sore, I'm gonna take your title and leave you number 4. Now our boy Cash was indeed feeling beat. Old Scourge's magic let him shaking on his feet. With a puffed out chest and a fire in his eye, he said, sorry, Mr. Kong, but this one's mine. Is it the 4, then a 3, then a 2, then a 1? Nobody starts swinging till the bell rung. Is it a 4, then a 3, then a 2, then a 1? He'll be fighting for the title till his days are done. But he's a hard-hitting monkey. His footwork's funky. He takes the change and he pays in cash, but every new bandana weighs more than the last. To a grand display, he cleared the clouds so the monkeys could play. Licked his chops with a sultry smile and told the guards this could be a while. So the ape squared up with the sun beating down. Cash took in the scene, quickly looked all around. Bart gave it a little wave, Chung gave a prayer. Britt took a swing, and Dennis just kind of stood there. The Kong struck first with his mighty battle axe. Cash did what he could to avoid the attacks, but he stood his ground and he stuck to what he knew, and he tossed that monkey through a wall or two. Bart and Bryn felt a little left out, so they grabbed some tomatoes that were strewn about, and they spattered tomatoes all over Kong's back with a swink and a nod and a roll to attack. But tomatoes weren't enough, and Cash went down, and the medic set it up to go another round. The boys tried to tell him to dial it back. Cash grimaced through the pain, and he went on the attack. He said a 4, then a 3, then a 2, then a 1. Nobody starts swinging till the bell rung. He said a 4, then a 3, then a 2, then a 1. He'll be fighting for the title till his days are done. Footwork's funky, he takes the change and he pays in cash, but every new bandana weighs more than the last. Now a clever little dentist thought he'd lend a hand, and he made a little brick out of earth and sand. Top around 2 Kong tricks on his hard, chips his teeth and of course drops his guard. Cash takes the chance and he dives and swings between a flurry of blows. The Kong's not thinking in his blind flurry, the axe swings wide. Cash sees it coming and he ducks inside.
rocks, drunk off their asses, shouting trash talk. Rin tanks a chunk at a local stone wall. Bart's aim is true when the weakened Kong falls. On even ground, the apes start round 3 of the guards. Not watch Bart carefully, but Cash doesn't need any help this time. He's got a second wind and his title's on the line. With a mighty grapple, Cash heaves and hoes through the backs of his maul. Kong he does throw with every ounce of strength body can will. Cash bash that monkey on a steel anvil. Kong had enough and in defeat. Good old Cash helped him up to his feet. The apes shook hands and parted ways, and Cash was ready to rest for days. But duty calls, and like the monk that he be, Cash raised his head for all to see. Fate tried to knock him down, but Cash wouldn't let her. The lesson is, if you can pay in cash, you better. Starts swinging till the bell rung. They said a 4, then a 3, then a 2, then a 1. He'll be fighting for the title till his days are done. But he's a hard-hitting monkey, his footwork's funky. He takes the change and he pays in cash, but every new bandana weighs more than the last.
Duskur Ho, Duskur Ho, this here's our town and this here town's our home. Duskur Ho, Duskur Ho, we're the Duskur Boys, that's all you need to know. I'm Brandon, I'm the Duskur Boy, and I tell you what I do. I rest my hand upon my bow, and my aim is mostly true. I drink whatever I'm given, I ain't never said no yet. But cross my friends or cross my town, and an arrow's all you'll get. Duskur Ho, Duskur Ho, you'll find an arrow in your throat if you threaten my home. Duskur Ho, Duskur Ho, we're the Duskur Boy, that's all you need to know. And I'm Chong and I'm a Duskur Boy, and I'll hold the drowned deer, and I'll keep you safe and at full health so long as you stay near. My spectral hammer might not kill you, but it'll knock you on your ass. Don't worry about these horns I grew, it's just 'cause I changed my class. Duskur Ho, Duskur Ho, if you've seen a celestial, I'd like to know. Duskur Ho, Duskur Ho, we're the Duskur Boys, that's all you need to know. And I'm Cash and I'm the Duskur Boy, headband number 3, and I'm a monk, so I've got 40 feet of movement speed. I've traveled all across the land, I'll be back, you'll see. So pour yourself a banana shake and serve a sip for me. Duskur Ho, Duskur Ho, would someone tell the mayor no means no? Duskur Ho, Duskur Ho, we're the Duskur Boy, that's all you need to know. And I'm Dennis, I'm a Duskur Boy, and I'm the Prince of Slimes. I can regrow all my severed limbs if you just give me the time. I'm a petty motherfucker, so be sure you don't slip up, or I'll cast mold, earth, and chaos bolt and give you a thumbs up. Duskur Ho, Duskur Ho, what was in that letter I'd really like to know. Duskur Ho, Duskur Ho, we're the Duskur Boy, that's all you need to know. I'm Bart and I'm the Duskur Boy, who's here to sing the tune. Now the finest man I ever met and the bestest friends I knew. Some of us are gone now, but Scourge still doesn't stand a chance. 'Cause bang, 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 I'll pump him full of lead if I don't first jizz my pants. Duskur Ho, Duskur Ho, I learned my ACBs and E-A-I-U-O. Duskur Ho, Duskur Ho, we're the Duskur Boy, that's all you need to know. Duskur Ho, Duskur Ho, this here's our town and this here town's our home. Duskur Ho, Duskur Ho, we're the Duskur Boy, that's all you need to know.
If I had a goat, I'd go all over Aegir. And if I traveled Aegir, I'd go upon my goat. And should I be so lucky to go on beyond Aegir, I'd go on beyond Aegir on my goat. If they called me hero with an axe that flashed like lightning, and and send me out across the land to put the dead back in the ground. Well, I'd smile through the good times, smile through the hard times, till the cows come home, the knots are tied, and all that's lost is found. And if I had a goat, I'd go all over higher, and if I traveled higher, I'd go upon my goat. And should I be so lucky to go on beyond higher, I'd go on beyond higher on my goat. And if they made me ruler of a city built on sand dunes, but every year a mighty fiend came knocking at my door, well, I'd rally all my people, they'd go forth and win the day, while my goat and I go out the back, they won't see us no more. And if I had a goat, I'd go all over higher, and if I traveled higher, I'd go upon my goat. And should I be so lucky to go on beyond higher, I'd go on beyond higher on my goat. And if they name me human, the very first of my kind, and left me here while everyone else aged away and died, well, I'd tear 'em from the heavens, I'd shake 'em loose from up on high, till the old and burned and drowned and dead got nowhere left to hide. And if I had a goat, I'd go all over higher, and if I traveled higher, I'd go up on my goat. And should I be so lucky